What is going on, guys? This is Andrew back again with another video. In today's video, I'm going to be going over if you should do the extreme program in MLB The Show 22. As we know, it's going to be the hardest thing in the game. Obviously, we get the 100 reward point, I guess you could say. Reward right here. Josh Donaldson. His card's very good. I mean, it's a good Josh Donaldson card. His probably best year of his career was 2015. If I had to be honest, and his card really reflects that. He's got 100 pretty much everything on the hitting. He's got pretty good fielding. He's got okay speed, and he's got no secondary. But I'm going to go for if it's actually worth it, because this card does seem good, but is it worth the trials and tribulations to actually earn him? Because my thing, and there's a lot of hard moments. The conquest, the showdown's really hard to do. And honestly, I'd rather just collect cards to get George Brett, who's pretty much the same card with honestly better stats in my opinion. So I don't really see the need in really trying to get that Josh Donaldson, which I'm going to show in a minute. Because this George Brett's already better. Like, the only thing he doesn't win is power versus lefty, but he wins every other category with speed, fielding, can play another position, and has better hitting. So in my personal opinion, I would focus on George Brett and get him first because I think he's better than the Donaldson card. I do think the two pitchers, though, are really good. I think the Kerry Wood is a really good card, and I think Aroldis Chapman is also a really good card. So that's my opinion, and those are not that hard to get, but you still have to put in some work to actually be able to acquire them in the game. Yeah, so this is Kerry Wood. He's at 15 program points in the program. So you can do the showdown, you can do the conquest, or you can do 5 moments if you want. You can't do the missions yet because you need Kerry Wood for it. But his card is really good. His fastball is good. His slurve is good. His curveball is good. I think his changeup is probably his weakest pitch in my opinion. His cutter is also very good. This card does look good on paper. I mean, worst stats, obviously the walks per 9. But I don't think that's that big of an issue, to be honest, because he has okay control. So if you just hit your spots, it pretty much goes where it's supposed to. That's kind of what I found. And if you look at his pitch control, you can see the changeup's only in the 60, so you can tell that is his worst pitch overall in control. And you know, he's also got the fastball and the slurve, which is a very good pitch. I had a very good success against the CPU going up against other players in that. So I think this is a very good card to get at 15 program points. I think everyone should be getting this card and trying to use them and have some fun with them. So I think this is a very worth it card. So the next reward is going to be this 99 Aroldis Chapman. He's at 60 program points. So you're going to have to do the showdown, the conquest, and probably some of the moments, or you can maybe do the missions. I don't know about all the math yet on how to exactly get him, but you're going to need a lot of program points to even be able to get him. So, you can decide if it's worth it for you if you really want him. If you don't, you still have the 90 overall Chapman you can use as well. But this is the best Chapman we will probably see in the game with the Retro Finest card, which they have stated before, that every player will have a Retro Finest card that will be their best card pretty much. So, this is the best Chapman we'll get. He's got the fastball, the slider, and sinker. They added also a circle change this year, which, obviously doesn't throw, but they just added it to add it. He's got good hits, good Ks per 9, really good control, good clutch and all that. So, I don't know. I think this card's going to be really good. When I've used him, he's always hit his spot. Obviously, the pitch control, you can tell which is his worst pitch, is the circle change. I would not really recommend using it just because it really does not go where you want it, even when you get a perfect, which I've had on stream, and it really didn't go that well, in my opinion. So I do think the fastball, slider, and sinker is what you should keep with. Maybe unless you want to throw it outside the zone, or you want people to chase on it, maybe throw the circle change. Not really sure on the best way to play him, but yeah, obviously, the fastball is going to have his outlier because the fastest pitcher probably we've had since Jordan Hicks in the Cardinals. But yeah, very good card when I used him. I liked him a lot. Is it worth grinding for him? I don't really know yet. You know what I'm saying? I'm not that far in the program yet because I was struggling yesterday to get any progress. But I really got to see if he's actually worth it. I'll let you guys know because I'll eventually end up doing the extreme program all the way through, in my opinion. Hopefully anyways. But right now, I don't think he's that worth it to really get. He's going to be good, but I don't think he's going to be insanely good because, once again, his fastball is very hittable if you just, swing early. But his slider and sinker has the obviously good breaks. So I don't really know my kind of thoughts on him yet, but right now he's like kind of worth it, maybe kind of. And now probably the worst reward of the whole program is Res Robinson Cano, second base. Can't play anywhere else, so he's locked on second base. His fielding's pretty decent, his speed's okay. His hitting is pretty good. His hitting's obviously good for a card, you know what I'm saying? But across the other second basemen you could play, like Ron Santos, already better than this card. Or you could put Cruz there as well. He's another really good card if people are a big fan of Cruz. There's also there's other cards you could put here. But I don't think this card's worth it, to be honest. I don't think it is. I thought it was going to be. Maybe if it was his 2007 or 8 season, I think. His last season on the Yankees, I think, was his best season overall. I don't really remember when that. No, I think it was his 2013 season was his last season with the Yankees. So I think that was his best season he had as a player. So 2010 season, I don't really think was it for him on this one. So I don't think the stats really show that. And I don't think he's that good of a card to even do all this and, you know, be able to get all these moments done in these showdowns. To really get this card, I don't really think that's worth it right now, to be honest. And I don't think this is a really good card, so personally, I probably wouldn't go for it. And then, like I said at the beginning of the video, we have Josh Donaldson. Can only play third base. Okay speed. I don't think this card is worth it, to be honest, especially after doing that showdown. I tried that showdown once. That was the hardest thing I've ever done in my life, I think, and then with the show. So, yeah, I'm not really... I don't think I'm really excited for this card. No, it's good. Don't get me wrong. But is it worth all the trials and tribulations and time spent in the game to get him when George Brett is theoretically already better? I don't really know, in my opinion. So I'd probably say this is not worth it. I think the 2 pitchers are probably worth it, and the 2 hitters are probably not worth it. But let me know what you guys think, obviously, in the comment section below. You gotta do all of these hard moments, you know what I'm saying, to really get them done. And if you watched me yesterday on stream, you could see I was struggling with them pretty well. The missions, once again, this is the only repeatable mission for like 3 points in the program. 25 parallel XP with any player in any mode. So yeah, that's going to be hard. Obviously, the missions you can't do unless you have wood. The showdown's hard. Once again, the conquest is probably the easiest thing here, I'm not going to lie. And that gives you 25 points. You're going to get wood in a couple packs. And if you did the next 25, you're right next to Chapman if you did the showdown. Or if you did the, obviously, if you did the missions, you know, you could get a lot. You get 20 off these 2 alone, which is the parallel 5, card reward that you need. So you get 20 right here. You get 25. And then you get 30 from these 2. So you get 30 from doing wood. So if you did the conquest, you did wood, that's 55. And then if you do a couple moments, you can get Chapman. So that's probably the best way to do it, to be honest. And then just leave it at that. That's kind of my opinion on it. But let me know what you guys think. Is the extreme program worth it? Is it not worth it? Let me know. I personally think it's worth it for the pitchers, not really the hitters, because I think there's already better cards in the game that we could use, in my opinion. But yeah, I want to know you guys' thoughts in the comment section below. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Check out all the links down in the description below, my Twitter, my TikTok, and my Clips channel. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out, everyone.